Hey there, Taurus, Healing Grasshopper here to do your March 2026 monthly reading. Okay, this one's first. Reversed? No. Okay. So, Two of Pentacles. Uh, this is pointing out the fact that you will be managing things well, that things will be possibly a little chaotic around you. Um, and that doesn't mean that you're not going to feel the chaos, but you are going to manage just fine throughout. So then we've got the Hanged Man, which is um, the right perspective. It points to perspective. Um, so that makes sense, these two. Because one of the things that is really useful when you're in the midst of chaos is having a clear perspective on things. Um, so, you're like, I'm all right. I know things are crazy, but, I need to do A, B, and C, and I can get through it. The world is not ending. This is not reversed. Okay, you've got the Ace of Swords. Here you have clarity next to the hangman with the right perspective. So you can't lose with this energy here. We've got the Six of Pentacles, which is this is such a bright, light, high vibrational energy here. It's just and the high vibration just like goes higher and higher and expands here because now you have the Six of Pentacles, which is, I call the generosity card, but it's also the gratitude card. So, um, why? Because this is a merchant giving alms to the poor. This is a rich merchant, right? So, this merchant is inspired to um, help the less fortunate because he is so filled with gratitude that he is prosperous. It is an act of gratitude, right? So you see, here you are managing well, right perspective, uh, clarity, um, like sharp thought, and here you have gratitude. It's like um, the right perspective. Things are might be crazy, but things could be worse. I know there are other people struggling out there um, in worse chaos than this. I know I'll be fine, and I know I have a lot to be grateful for. This could be like, yeah, things are crazy, but I am so fortunate that I'm so busy with so many customers. You know, I am so busy with a job that I know is secure if you're in a 9 to 5. I have a boss that gives me room to breathe when I'm working. Um, So the Five of Swords is one of the victory cards in the deck. Um, but it really shows victory over others. Um, it can be victory over your competitors, victory over jealous co-workers. We'll come back to this. There's a broader story here. I'm trying to suss out. Is this ours? It is ours. Knight of Wands. Motivation you have now. Taurus, you guys are doing very well. I like to see this because a lot, well, not a, some of the other signs are struggling with their past. I feel like you're one of the signs, Aries is another, where you're really kind of flourishing in this new energy. It's like for the most part, you've managed to uh, shed the past difficulties and you're, see, shedding the past, the judgment card, not reversed. This is a reawakening, right? This is the announcing of the new energy that I just mentioned. So, this is why you're so inspired um, and alert and grateful and motivated because you're filled with a new energy um, that you are sensing on some level. Let me know if you're conscious of the energy because this may, I said some level, this can be subconscious where you're just feeling good out of nowhere. You don't know, you're not questioning it, you're just going with the flow here. Um, some of you might be conscious of the fact that things feel different, that you know somehow the energy has shifted from a much lighter energy to where it was denser and heavier and hard to accomplish things in. Stars. Can I have two more, please? I need two more cards. Well, okay. I think this one was ours. This is ours, right? Any of these? Not the Empress? I saw the Empress for a moment. No. Very nice. All right. So we've got the Four of Wands, the celebration card, right? Under the victory card. And now we have the Five of Pentacles here, the being left out in the cold card reversed. No. Okay. So Five of Pentacles in a diagonal connection to the Five of Swords. I love this. I not this. I love the whole reading. Taurus, tell me who this is in your life. Um, Not by name, obviously. You don't need to do that, but you can describe this person. Um, that this could be someone who might be jealous of you, who just doesn't like you. I feel like there's like kind of a Machiavellian narcissistic person who is threatened by you and really constantly wants to kind of poke at you and throw you digs and humiliate you in front of others. Um, and you do your best to maneuver around it, but sometimes it smarts all the same. Not reversed. Okay. So, yeah, um, I just wanted clarity for the Five of Swords. So, yeah, despite everything I just said, it's like, yeah, it's like this person is a downer, but you don't let them steal your joy. And that's apparent throughout this reading. I mean, if you remove this card here, this is a motivated person who, is self-aware and spiritual and um, connected with the spirit and spirit guides. You're very, very just high vibrational and with good energy, right? But then there's this where there's just someone who constantly wants to take a wrecking ball to, whatever you kind of create for yourself. This is very unfortunate. I think I need to give you too much of a pep talk here because you're obviously handling this very well, but you know, and we're not going to analyze this person too much because that's not what the focus should be. Um, but this is a very troubled person. Um, they are squatting in a low vibration and having a very hard time ascending because there is a calling. this judgment card is, it depicts your relationship with spirit and spirit calling you specifically, yes, but this is also about a general calling that everyone is being invited to ascend right now, and not everyone is doing very well in this energy. So, the higher vibrational people like you, Taurus, who is in the process of elevating even higher, is really energetically irritating this person. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I think it's important to talk about resonance here. Um, and this is a pretty broad, like, subject. Like, you could talk about this on, and it's very interesting. But um, in the spiritual community, we talk about vibration, right? And the energy that each person carries. Um, we often talk about, each person vibrating at a certain level. Um, and like with empaths, feeling another person's energy, um, some more than others, right? Um, and that can relate to um, the scientific proof of vibrational resonance. Like, you can have a tuning fork, um, and, you know, ding, uh, activate it, and then you can have another one in the room that will also vibrate. It'll also be affected. It's almost as if the idle tuning fork feels that vibration of the active tuning fork. Or you can do that with guitars. You can have uh, like strum one chord, and then um, the other idle, uh, guitar will make the same noise. Um, so you can attribute that to humans, how we can pick up on each other's energy, right? So if you have someone on a low vibration who is picking up on a higher vibration resonance, it's like it's difficult for this person because they can't match your resonance. Um, it feels foreign to them. It feels threatening to them. If they're not in a healthy place, it can trigger their root chakra to interpret it as a threat. So that person acts out in unhealthy ways of trying to satisfy their ego by doing the best they can to put you down. Um, I hope that made sense. So, but you're just resonating so high that this low vibration person is just like you. You're for the most part unaffected, or mildly unaffected. So that's good. Just remind yourself what I said about them being irritated by you. It'll make it easier for the times that they actually do get under your skin. Um, so you have the Six of Cups. That's all about dreaming your wildest dreams. This can be the nostalgia card. Um, the naive card. But I don't think you are at all being naive. This card has been coming out quite often um, for a lot of the signs with the same message um, that you should be dreaming your wildest dreams. This is like, keep going, Taurus. Let your heart continue to soar as far as can reach. It's beautiful. Um, any more clarity? No. Advice. Higher self, sacred destiny. Ask your guides. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Okay. Ask your guides. My battery on my computer was running low. I didn't realize I didn't have my computer plugged in, my laptop. This one. Surprise. Okay. Okay. I asked Spirit if I needed to read the description. Spirit said no. So, surprise. This is, you will be surprised at how high you can soar, like I said here, what you can accomplish, and where you can go spiritually. Um, Also, you can be surprised as well how you can affect others. This person, now before I say this, I always give a disclaimer when I go this route in discussion. Um, you are not responsible for other people's um, emotional well being or spiritual growth or their vibration. Okay? And you should never be attached to anyone else's outcome. However, we are light workers. Everyone who is attracted to this channel is a light worker, star seed, whatever you want to call it. But we have been put here, each of us for different specific reasons, but the broader assignment that all of us have been given is to help others ascend. Um, and for the most part, how we do that is by focusing inward and doing our best to rise as high as we can in vibration. And we talked about before how this irritates this person. And it's because consciously they don't understand what they are dealing with. They just feel a the general difference in vibration that's they are interpreting as being uncomfortable. All right? We talked about that. Anyway, you are doing very well here, Taurus, in staying the course and following your own compass and feeding your heart with good emotions and good spiritual hygiene, huh? There's a good way to put it. Um, in doing that, you affect, without really knowing, you are affecting people around you and you are helping others ascend. And this is not a quick process. This is a slow, invisible process. And you can also argue that sometimes it's not so invisible. Sometimes you can see people act out in reaction to it. But that's an adverse reaction here. But the key is reaction. There is something happening there. Just know that you are affecting people and that over time they their bodies can acclimate to this and their souls can be nourished by this and healed by this to allow them at some point to ascend. I'm not saying that you are the number one be all end all catalyst for them to ascend, that you're going to wave a magic wand and, no, but you have some role um, in people's ascension that you're probably never going to see or see the full result of. You understand? So it's like um, you can come across a really low vibrational Karen and just be around the Karen in the same room with Karen, just being Taurus Lightworker, not making any kind of effort towards them, just simply being yourself can affect them in an unseen way that may help them along the way at some points. Um, so, Taurus, you can be confident. You can add an extra sprinkle of good feeling that you're really cultivating here, that you are on the right path and you're going in the right direction. And Spirit really seems to be pleased with you and working well with you. Okay? Don't let this person upsets you. Send them compassion. You might want to look up Ho'oponopono, may be a really good tool for this. It's H-O apostrophe P-O-N-O P-O-N-O. Ho'oponopono. Um, it is a mantra um, that has amazing healing properties. Can probably help you help this person. Um, that you say to yourself, by the way, not for them to hear. Um, I do Ho'oponopono, my own Ho'oponopono that's a little different. Um, I say it in a different order than is intended because it just works better for me. Um, Mine is, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I think the intended one is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm sorry, I love you. It's in a different order. I rearranged it into my own order, and my intention that I put in it is a little different. Um, it's a Hawaiian mantra, by the way. Um, anyway, um, if you'd like for me to compare the original Ho'oponopono compared to the way I see it, I might do a video on that if you're interested. But do go look up Ho'oponopono. Um, and the reason why I'm not offering that right now is I really don't remember fully the original Ho'oponopono and the intention, but I do know that mine's different, and I don't want to taint your learning experience of it. Um, Go learn the original for yourself, and then we'll talk about mine because I feel like it's okay for mine to be different for me. I don't want to disrespectfully kind of taint the Hawaiian teaching. Okay, guys? Um, oh, which brings me to my point. I forgot. I didn't finish. So we're talking about the resonance, right? And you affecting um others. The surprise is how you might start to. I was, we'll backtrack it just a tiny bit. How I was saying that, um, in some unseen way, you can affect them and don't be attached to the outcome, right? Which is like, just know that you are helping this person. Don't expect to see the results because it's not important. Because you're not on their path, they're on their own path. You understand what I'm saying? So the surprise here is you might be surprised here and there how the universe might allow you to see a glimpse of your work in progress, right? Because I just said you may not be able to see. It's kind of like karma, right? Um, there needs to be a level of faith in um, knowing that karma will take its course. Like if someone does something bad to you, you need to have faith that that the karma will be served, right? The universe sometimes will let you see the karma being served. Sometimes you're privileged to get to see that, but you don't always get that privilege, right? So that's where the faith comes in. You must have faith that karma will take care of it because sometimes you won't be able to see it be served. You just have to know that it will be. That's the same kind of thing here. That sometimes the universe will let the light worker see the results of their work. And there is a beginning here of really stepping into your light worker role. You've always been a light worker, but now it's like you're the postgraduate light worker. So I'm going to leave it there, Taurus. Good work, Taurus. I'm looking forward to hearing from you in the comments. Let's discuss this. I love talking to my fellow co-workers, light workers. Um, it makes my day to hear from my viewers. It's difficult being a small content creator. YouTube really does not treat us well. So it really does make my day to hear from my viewers so that I can have that surprise that I am affecting someone out there. So let me know. Talk to me. I answer every single comment that I get. Okay? Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for the support. You helped me get to my milestone of 1,000 subscribers, and I really do appreciate every single one of you. Um, but even if you think you are subscribed, go have a look and make sure. Some of you will be surprised that you're not. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. It's a quick gesture, costs you nothing, and really does help me out and helps the channel grow. So don't forget the notification bell along with the like button and the subscribe button. I put out videos daily, many different types, weeklies, monthlies, bonus, all types of videos, timeless. Um, so there are lots of upcoming ones. Don't miss them. Also, you don't have to wait for the notifications to come. If I come to mind, come have a peek at the channel, see what I've got for you. Okay? Um, if you're really inclined to helping this channel, there are a couple of things you can do. You can share this video with anyone that you feel might um, benefit from it or might enjoy it. The other thing is go have a look at my playlists. I have many of them made. Choose one, set it to autoplay, and have it on as background noise as you go about your daily tasks while you're winding down in bed and even sleeping. Because watch hours are what a small channel like this one needs to grow and thrive. Okay, guys? I will speak to you soon, Taurus. Love, light, and many blessings.